but I guarantee you I have at least one tip that you're gonna wanna stick around for. So make sure you stick around for that. Hey, welcome back to GT Canada. Today we're talking about Warzone. Yes, the uber popular video game that is free to play for everybody across multiple platforms. Activision claims that they have over 75 million users actively playing the game right now. And that includes consoles, it includes PC, it includes current gen and next gen consoles. So if you've watched my videos already, you've seen that I do comparisons of the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC versions of Warzone. My personal preference is the PlayStation 5. Now recently I was talking with somebody who said, Anton, maybe your settings aren't right on the PC and that's why you prefer the PlayStation 5. And it's true. I prefer the console gaming just because I prefer set it and forget it. You put the disc in or you just hit play and you play it. You know it's been optimized for your system the best it can. There's nothing to change. You just jump in, adjust your controls, and you play. Today I want to talk about PC versions of Warzone. Now before you turn this video off, I have a special tip that I have found in only one other place online currently that will greatly improve the performance of your game. So you want to watch this whole video. I'm going to cover some things that you may already know, but I guarantee you I have at least one tip that you're going to want to stick around for. So make sure you stick around for that. So I'm going to just jump right onto the computer and walk you through the settings and that's top secret tip that you're dying to hear about. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is boot up your Blizzard launcher where you normally launch Warzone from. And we're going to change a couple of settings in here. What you want to do is change it so that on game launch, it exits battle.net completely. This will just free up some resources so that it can dedicate it more to the game. Also, if you're clicking the X button up here, we want it to also close battle.net completely rather than leave it running in the background. Those are the only changes you want to make there. Next thing you're going to want to do is go to your search bar and search for power and sleep. And it should pop up just like that. You're going to click that. And then what we want to do is go to additional power settings right here. In additional power settings, you're probably going to be on balanced. And what you want to do is unlock ultimate performance mode if it's not already unlocked. Now my computer actually had it already unlocked, but if yours does not, then you want to run a certain script to be able to do this. Now I'm going to put this script in the description so that you'll have it, but we're just going to highlight it. I just hit Control-C to copy it, but you can hit copy like that. Then you want to go back down here to the magnifying search and then type CMD. You'll see command prompt will open up. You want to press the right button on your mouse and then say run as administrator. It'll give you a warning. You want to say yes to that warning. And then all you're going to do in here, you have to hit Control and V to make that pop up. And then you're just going to hit enter and it will say power scheme, blah, 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 ultimate performance. And then you can close that. You don't need to see it again. And then when you go back into here, you will see ultimate performance. So set it to ultimate performance. That just unlocks the maximum cores and the maximum performance of your computer. It's safe to do on any computer, and I actually recommend it to do it on every computer because it just makes it all work better. Then you're going to close that and close that. Now, what you're going to do is my top secret tip. Now, what you want to do is go to your browser, your file browser, and then you're looking for your documents. Okay, so that's on this PC. I'm going to go to here, that's on this PC, documents. And what you're going to see in here, there's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Double click that, then there you should see these three folders. You want to go to Players. And then in here this is the tip that you're not going to find anywhere else. You're going to go to Advanced Options. Now in Advanced Options, there's some settings. Now these are default settings for the game. you're going to see video memory scale. Don't touch that. That's 0.85. You're going to see config cloud storage enabled. 1. Don't touch that. That means that it saves your game to the cloud so that it can access it across multiple platforms and if you install on a new computer. What you do want to touch is this render worker count. So that's set to 4 by default. I'm going to show you my task manager performance bar here. And in here, you can see my CPU. So I have a 3.7 gigahertz CPU that has 6 cores and 12 logical processors. The 6 cores is what we want to zero in on. This game is currently optimized to run with only 4 cores. So it's not going to know what to do with the other 2 cores that I have. So the computer is trying to figure out how to utilize those extra cores rather than the game. So I'm going to change this to 6. And then I'm going to close it and I'm going to save it. So now if I open it again, it should say 6. That's going to make use of the 6 physical cores. I'm saying that that should be the cores because really you only have 6 workers. They just can do twice as much work each, which is where the 12 comes from. So set it to the number of cores that your computer has. You'll also notice I've got 40 gigs of RAM and I have a GTX 1070 on here as well, which is not the best video card, but it's adequate for this game. So that's the top secret tip. Hopefully you stick around here for the rest of the tips. So you're going to hit play and load your game up. So once you get into the game, you want to hit play. And then you want to go into your options. And then in your options, we're going to go to graphics. Now, I've got these settings, and if you're not new to video games, you are probably used to adjusting your settings already anyway, but I'm going full screen borderless. Make sure that it's got your video card, or if it's a multi-video card system, you want to have it set to the best card that you have. Render resolution, the default's going to be less than 100. You want to change it to 100. It actually uses a lot of video power to try and change the image size, and you're normally going to want to go with the native resolution of your monitor. Mine is a 1080 monitor, so I've got it set to 100% for 1080. Aspect ratio is automatic. I don't play with that. NVIDIA highlights. Some people say to turn those off. I actually run with a lot of high settings on this because my graphics card and my processor seem to handle it okay. So I've got all the resolutions set to high. I've got bullet impact set to enabled, tessellation set to on-demand texture streaming on, and streaming quality is set to low. In here, I also have a lot of these turned on. Now, if you've got problems with your game and you're getting slowdowns or whatever, then these can easily be turned to very low for everything. We'll just disable all of these. And even in the anti-aliasing, everyone says shut that off. Depth of field, I prefer to have that off. Filmic strength down, motion blur I turn off, and weapon blur I turn off, and film grain I turn off. Now I'm going to apply these settings, and I'm going to just turn on the frames per second counter so that we can see that up over here. Currently at 115, and I'm going to start a game. We'll just do a solo so that we can see it move around. Okay, so it's found a game. And you'll have to bear with me because I do not normally play on PC, so I'm going to just fly around here so we can focus on what our frames per second is up there.
Get yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly.
So you can see as I scroll around on screen here, it's actually nice and smooth. There's no jitters, no slowdowns. So I hope you found all of these tips and tricks and settings and everything helpful for your game and for your performance. Some of them you may have already known. Some of them are basic, and if you've been PC gaming for a while, you already know about adjusting your settings and where to put everything for maximum performance. But some of those settings were hidden so deep nobody would ever find them. I don't even know how they were originally found. I'd heard a rumor that there was a top secret setting, and I looked everywhere and couldn't find it. I finally found it and unlocked it, and the changes were night and day. There was a huge difference if you had stuttering or if you had frame slowdown, especially when things got really busy on the screen, and that one little setting probably fixed it for you if you've tried this. If you haven't tried it, I encourage you to go and try that right now. But I hope you enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to check out some of our other videos right over here. We've got a lot of great content and a lot of great content coming up. Subscribe down below, and I hope to see you again. But until next time, have a great day.